Everyone loves a sunset, but especially cinematographers. That precious golden hour at the end of the day is prime time for getting beautiful shots. If, like us, you work heavily in documentary, the time of day that you get to film is often largely dictated by the schedule of the person or the story that you're following. And more often than not, that means that you're filming around that midday sun kind of window and not in the beautiful golden hours of the morning or the evening. So when you do get the chance to decide the timing of a shoot, it's a real treat, and that's exactly what we've got to do today. After looking at the warm black Promus filter online for far too long, it was this image here that finally convinced me to buy one. There was something about it that just felt high-end and premium and a look that I really wanted to go for. Cinematographers have varied preferences when it comes to using Promus filters. Some will prefer to use filters and capture the image in camera. Others will prefer to capture an image without the Promus baked in, and then if they want to add it in post, use a film emulation software like Enhancer. I'm a fan of using filters, and for me there's something about a warm Promus filter that just captures an image and a look in camera that I can't quite personally seem to replicate in post. And it's not just the softness and diffusion of a Promus filter, it's something about enhancing those natural orange, golden tones of a sunset that really stands out and really makes the warm Promus filter footage really special. Earlier this year, we did a test video where we compared the warm black Promist against the regular Promist, and you can check that video out in the link below. And out of all the environments that we filmed in, the only time I preferred the footage of the warm black Promist over the Promist was the sunset shots. And although the Tiffen website doesn't specifically say that this is a filter designed for sunsets, you'll find that a lot of the test footage videos online only seem to use the warm black Promist around the sunset time. It's at sunset, in that golden hour time, that this filter really shines. You may be very fortunate that on your chosen day of filming you have an absolutely beautiful sunset that needs no enhancement, but if you need a little something extra to have your sunset shots, a warm Promus filter can be a really handy tool to have in your bag. It's worth noting that the Promus filters we used are a quarter strength. If you want a little bit less of the effect, you can go down to 1/8. Or if you want even more, you can go up to 1/2. Tiffen filters will typically come in densities of 1/8 up to 1, 2 or 3. And from looking on their website, Tiffen have a warm black Promist up to 4 and 5. It's important to be conscious of the effect that the top end of the densities have on your footage. So anything from 2, 3 or above really bakes in this strong effect into a footage which you can't take out later in post. And that's something we found when testing out the Tiffen Smoke 3 filter. It was a really overpowering look, which could be great at times as a creative choice, but isn't necessarily something we'd always want to put into our footage and couldn't fix later in the edit suite. Filters like the Tiffen Warm Black Promist can be a fantastic creative choice and really enhance your imagery, but it's important to be conscious that it's a certain look you're committing to in camera and something you can't later change in post.